Hello, Internet! Tammy here, Lilac City Soapery. Today we're going to be making indigo glass, another cold process soap. So this is me. Already got the lye into the oils. And you're going to see me whip this up. This is a little bit of a new formula that I'm doing. It's still sustainable palm. It's still olive oil and it's still coconut oil, but different blends, I think there's castor oil in there as well. So we're trying to develop a new soap that's a little, that longer lasting. So we're going to see how that goes. Here I've put in a little bit of TD, make it a little paler. The olive oil that I've been using, it's a little on the dark green side, and so that really changes the color of the soaps, especially if you use lighter colors. You want it to stay light. Well, if your olive oil is green, guess what? Your colors are going to be changed a little bit, but there's nothing you can, not a whole lot you can do about that. I guess you can call the manufacturers or your sources and say, hey, what color is your oil this month or this time? But I don't know. I just compensate with a little bit of TD, so which is titanium dioxide for those of you that don't know. So here I've separated it off, and I'm putting in some really beautiful blue color. It'll be all the colors and all that will be in the description below. So I think I've probably already put in the scent as well. Oh, no, here comes the scent right now. So, and like I said, I'll put that in the description below as well. So this time I've separated off about a pound of the soap so I can do some piping. I've recently fallen in love with the piping bit. It's so pretty. But it sure is hard work trying to get everything right. And making it look decent. There's a lot of soapers that are on the internet that do piping, and so trying to do a different piping so that you don't look like everybody else, that's hard. That's hard to do. Royalty Soaps, everyone knows Royalty Soaps. She has beautiful piping, but I don't want everything to look like hers. That's not right for me, and it's not right for her. So here I'm pouring in the white color, and then I'm putting in some cut up melt and pour shapes. They're dyed blue, and I cut them up into just random shapes, triangles, rectangles, squares, whatever, and I'm layering them in the soap. So push that forward so you can see it a little bit better, and then I am going to put, maybe? Yes, I'm going to put the other layers in. So a lot of times when I'm soaping, I will record. Everything's going on in the background. I'm not even paying attention to what's going on. I'm talking to my mom, talking to my husband, and I'm doing my soap, and I'm recording. And then when I'm all done, I dub over it. And that way, if I mess up while I'm dubbing, I can redo that. And a lot of times I've got music going on in the background when I'm recording, and all that's copyrighted. I'm sure that Styx and Journey and Britney Spears isn't going to appreciate me using their music in the background, even though it's just on the radio. So then my mom will come in and we'll chat about stuff, and my husband will come in, and you might even see him a little bit later during the cut. So we chat. So anyway, I try to do dub over because there's always too many people in the soap room when I'm trying to create. So I did layer with white, and then I put I put a layer of blue, and what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of spreading it around. The design that I'm doing, it's not really a design. It's just to spread it around a little bit, because you're certainly not going to see all those pretty swirls in the cut soap. So I just did it to just kind of mix it up a little bit, and then I'm put on some more of the melt and pour pieces. Now those you will be able to see in the cut soap, and then every time you wash with the soap, a little bit, one will be revealed or one will be used up. And so it just gives it some dimension and gives it a little bit of interest. My husband has recently been doing a lot of soap. As a matter of fact, he's been doing more soap than I have been, just because I studied for my really big test, and I'm changing jobs, and things are occurring in my life, and so he's had more time than me. So he's been doing some beautiful soaps, and he really likes to do the hanger swirl. In fact, he said, "You know what, babe? We ought to just do all hanger swirls. That's all the soap we ever do. That's our hook." And I thought, well, the hanger swirl is pretty, but I like the confetti, and I like the butterfly, and I like the Taiwan, and I like the drop, and there's so many others that are so pretty too. So it's hard to limit yourself to just one. But I've kind of rushed through this in quick mode so that you're not absolutely bored with me layering white and then layering blue and then putting on some embeds and then layering white and layering blue. It's the same thing, but it is kind of a neat process to watch, I guess. I didn't want the white necessarily to break through, and that's why I'm using it over this, putting it over the spoon to kind of spread it out to start with. But it is getting quite thick. I don't know that I really have to do that, honestly. But here comes more of the blue. You'll see in the cut that the blue, this reminds me of like a blue jean blue, and in the cut I think it's a little darker, which either one, it's pretty. It turned out pretty, so that's okay. But so as of this video, we have 47 subscribers, which tickles me to pieces. I thank you guys so much. That's awesome. I know there's a lot of soap videos out there, and mine are few and far between, and I'm trying to get better at getting one out at least weekly. That's what I would like to do, and this one I think is 2 weeks. 2 weeks out from the last one, but I would like to do it weekly. So we're going to try and work on that. But I know there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of soapers out there, a lot of people to watch out there, and I really appreciate you guys that have chosen to watch me. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you guys do a little learning, or it's just entertained. You don't even have to be a soaper, because it's fun. Fun to watch. Fun to watch me make a mess. Fun to listen to me prattle on. And so I welcome your guys' comments. There's only been a handful of comments, and they've all been positive, which is wonderful, and I thank you. I'm open for constructive criticism, ideas, what you'd like to see, what you don't want to see. You want to see the cuts, or if you don't want to see the cuts, or would you rather see a live one? Well, not necessarily live, but when I talk through it. So I'd have to tell everyone, okay, I'm recording a video, you guys have got to go, and get everybody out of the room, and then I can just talk my way all the way through it. Well, I'd have to be real organized to do that. I'll have to work on that. But anyway, just let me know. Let me know what you want to see. I'm more than happy to accommodate, because I'm just having a ball doing it. So, and if you want to buy my soaps, I am on Etsy, and I have a blog, soap blog that I have recently started. I've only got a few posts up on that, but they're kind of fun to read. And we are on Twitter now, and it's Lilac. Let me spell it for you. It's Lilac. You know what? I'm not even going to spell it for you. It's going to be down below. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We have a Facebook account. So we're trying to get our name out there, so that the more people that see us and like us, then maybe we can get some good sales generated, and you guys can enjoy the soap in your homes and not just on video. That would be great. So here I have put the white in, the leftover white into a piping bag, and I put in some of the blue also, so that it looks like my piping is a little variegated, which is really pretty. Squirted out on my hand. So I'm a relatively new piper, and if I wouldn't have filled the bag so much, I wouldn't have had it on my hand. But anyway, we're learning. We're learning. So I've sped this up too. Because once you've seen someone pipe, you've seen them pipe. That's, you know, you don't need to be bored with that. So I just cover the whole thing with piped little flowers, and then I'm going to fill in because I had a lot of soap left. So I'll fill in all the holes, and I will be putting on some of the end beds on top as well, the little blue stained glass looking cut embeds, which I think has turned out really pretty. You'll see that here shortly. So I'm getting better at the piping, which is, it's wonderful. It's such a pretty effect, and it's I'm gonna try. I recently purchased a new piping set from Royalty Soaps, and so I'm tickled about that, and I haven't had a chance to open it up and practice yet, but oh boy, it's it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Not, like I said, not to emulate her Royalty soaps, just to have my own style, but have some variety. So I think that'll be fun. I'll probably practice on paper first, or practice without recording, so that any mistakes I make I can keep to myself. I should do a bloopers reel. You guys would roll. Oh my goodness, that's not a bad idea. In fact, how about a bloopers roll? I can put together a well, maybe I might be able to put together a bloopers roll. A lot of the times when I do my videos, I delete all the mistakes, so I can work on that. So if you guys want to see your bloopers roll, I can I can work on that, I guess. That might be fun. So anyway, so here I've sprayed it, and I'm cleaning off the edges of the alcohol, and I'm going to raise it up here and give you guys a good shot of a close-up. But I think I put a little bit of glitter. I'm not even sure anymore. I've forgotten. I may not have needed it. Anyway, so let's get it cut, and let's see what it looks like. And my camera's having little problems, and I'm so sorry. It wants to it's autofocus, and it's multi-level focusing, you know, forward, back, or front and foreground and background, but oh, it's sure giving me fits this time. So I may have to do a little upgrading on that. But here is the soap, and you can see the little embeds all through it. See, it doesn't want to focus. You can see the embeds. Oh, now it does. Now it wants to cooperate. See the embeds all through it, and it smells amazing, and I am totally in love with this soap. It's so beautiful, and it should be ready in the Etsy shop here in another, I usually leave my soaps to cure anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, so I'm thinking this is about 2 or 3 weeks old, me recording this, so probably another 2 or 3 weeks it should be in the Etsy shop, and we're going to name it Indigo Glass. And we will see. You'll also see a bunch of my husband's soaps up there. He doesn't record his. He just goes down into our soaping area, and he soaps, and he doesn't record, and he just wants to do it because he loves to make soap. It's the funniest thing to see this guy make soap. He just likes to do it just for grins. He uses the most amazing colors that I wouldn't normally put together. There he is, as a matter of fact. That's him, big tall guy right there. And you'll see a lot of his soaps too, and I will put on there which ones are his, and we also have some unscented soaps that we're going to be putting in there. I know some people are sensitive to scents, and we get that. That's totally cool. The soaps are still beautiful. They just don't have a scent. They just smell like the oils, which I think is nice all by itself. So, and those are going to be labeled unscented. So for those of you who can't have a scent, not a big deal. We've got unscented ones that are really pretty as well. So I think this might be one of the last few cuts, and then I'll give you a close-up, an in-focus close-up of a few of the bars put together. And like I said, they'll be in the Etsy shop here in a couple weeks. And right now everything's on sale. If you want to get in there and do a little, well, it's almost too late for Christmas shopping. Although if you get it in there in the next couple days, I can give that to you as soon as I possibly can. So there they are. They're so beautiful. They smell amazing. All the information will be down in the thing below. And thanks, you guys. We'll see you later.